Hi, welcome to Probability and Statistics course. Today topic is addition theorem and multiplication theorem along with the examples. So in the last class we seen that classical definition of the probability, where probability of an event is nothing but number of favorable cases by number of exhaustive cases. And we seen that exams of the probability, that is nothing but probability of an event is always between 0 and 1. Sum of all probabilities is equals to 1. That is probability of sample space capital S is equals to 1. When A and B are mutually exclusive events, then probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B. So in the present class, addition theorem. So if you take any two events, probability of, let us consider those two events are A and B. So by the definition of addition theorem, probability of getting A or B events, that is nothing but probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. That is nothing but probability of getting event A or B is equals to probability of getting event A plus probability of getting event B minus probability of getting A and B both events. So when you are considering three events, when there are three events A, B, C, then the addition theorem as follows: probability of A union B union C is equals to probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C minus probability of A intersection B minus probability of B intersection C minus probability of A intersection C and plus probability of A intersection B intersection C. The next definition is conditional probability. If A and B are any two events, then the conditional probability of A given B calculates the probability for the happening of the event A subject to the condition that the event B has already occurred. So in simple way we can say, so already B is happened and A is going to happen. Let us consider B is the past event and A is the present event. So present event over the past event, if you are representing that type of thing, we call it as conditional probability. So in the conditional probability, probability of A over B is equals to probability of A intersection B over probability of B. So here you can see here. So probability of A over B, or probability of A by B, is equals to probability of A intersection B over probability of B, where probability of B is not equals to 0. Similarly, we can write probability of B over A is equals to probability of A intersection B by probability of A, where probability of A is not equals to 0. So by using the conditional probability, we got multiplication theorem. So when A and B are two events, then the multiplication law is probability of A and B is equals to probability of A into probability of B by A. So using the multiplication law, so we can see here. So probability of A intersection B is required. So you just take this denominator to the left side. So probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A into probability of B over A. So when you are taking three events A, B, C, then the multiplication theorem as follows: probability of A intersection B intersection C, that is nothing but the happening of A and B and C, that is equals to probability of A into probability of B over A into probability of C over A intersection B. Now we see examples on these things. So here is the some properties. So you can see is probability of nothing is equals to 0, probability of phi equals to 0, and probability of A bar, that is nothing but probability of A complement, is equals to probability of A. So if you take A, if you consider A as a success, A complement is failure. So A complement we can indicate A power of C or A bar. So these two are same. So the probability of, we know that the probability of success, that is nothing but probability of occurrence, is probability of A, and the probability of non-occurrence, that is probability of failure, which is probability of A complement, is equals to 1. A complement is equals to 1. So based on this principle, probability of A complement is equals to 1 minus probability of A. And here another law, probability of A intersection B complement is equals to probability of A minus probability of A intersection B. So here is the first example. Determine probability of B over A, and the second question is probability of A over B complement if A and B are two events with probability of A. This is probability of A. Probability of A is 1 by 3, probability of B is 1 by 4, and probability of A union B is 1 by 2. So here probability of A is provided as 1 by 3, probability of B is provided 1 by 4, probability of A union B provided as 1 by 2. And they are asking you to calculate probability of B over A and probability of A over B complement. So we know that addition theorem, using addition theorem, probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So to get A intersection B, I am taking probability of A and probability of B to the left side, so that probability of A intersection B will become probability of A intersection B becomes probability of A union B minus probability of A minus probability of B. That is nothing but probability of A intersection B. So probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A union B minus probability of A minus probability of B. So where probability of A union B is already given, that is 1 by 2, and probability of A is 1 by 3 and probability of B is 1 by 4. So we are just substituting those values and simplifying. So you can see here in this step, probability of A intersection B is, after substitution, we are getting it as 1 by 12. This is minus, so we are multiplying that with minus. So this will become as minus probability of A union B plus probability of A plus probability of B. So after substitution, probability of A is 1 by 3, probability of B is 1 by 4, and minus probability of A union B is 1 by 2. So answer is 1 by 12. Then the first question is probability of B over A. That is, using conditional law, probability of B over A is equals to probability of A intersection B by probability of A. That is equals to probability of A intersection B, just we calculated as 1 by 12 from the above step, and probability of A is 1 by 3. That is equals to 1 by 4. Next one is probability of A over B complement. Using the condition law, probability of A intersection B complement by probability of B complement. So probability of A intersection B complement. So here is some important results. From that you can take the third one. That is probability of A intersection B complement is equals to probability of A minus probability of A intersection B. So probability of A is provided as 1 by 3. So this is 1 by 3. And probability of A intersection B, which we calculated in the previous step, that is 1 by 12. So minus 1 by 12 by 1 minus probability of B, where probability of B is 1 by 4. So after simplification, you are getting the answer is 1 by 3. So the next example, when a pair of dice is thrown together, find the probability of getting sum is 9. So when pair of dice is rolled, so each die is having 6 faces. So we are rolling two dice. So total 36 combinations are there. So these are the 36 combinations. So this is the sample space or outcome space with 36 combinations. So out of these combinations, each pair represents two outcomes. So each pair, for example, if you take the first one, 1 comma 1. So in this 1 comma 1, this first one represents the outcome of the first dice and second one represents the outcome of the second dice. So like that we are getting 36 combinations. Out of these 36 combinations, we have to, in what cases we are getting the sum is 9. So 3 comma 6 is the favorable case where you are getting sum is 9, and 4 comma 5 where you are getting sum as 9, and 5 comma 4 is also sum is equals to 9, and 6 comma 3 is also getting sum is 9. So there are so here it is a wrong representation is there where sum is getting 9. So this is the wrong combinations. Sorry. So here 9 is there. So there are 4 favorable cases. So this is not correct. So here the number of favorable cases is 4. So where the 4 favorable cases are 3 comma 6, 4 comma 5, 5 comma 4, 6 comma 3. So in these 4 combinations you are getting sum as 9. So number of favorable cases is 4. So this answer is wrong. So number of favorable cases is 4 out of 36 combinations. So this is the probability where we are getting sum is 9. So this is probability of getting sum as 9. So here is the next question. The probability of getting, first question is a spade or an ace. Second one is a spade or a diamond card from a pack of shuffled cards. So we have to get either diamond card or ace card. So sorry, first question is spade or ace. So this is not clear. So spade or ace. So the probability, we know that the out of 52 cards we have 4 symbols: spade, 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 calaver, heart, and diamond. So each symbol again consisting with 13 cards. So total 13 into 4 signs. So total 52 cards. Out of 52 cards, what is the probability of getting a spade or ace? So probability of spade card. So probability of spade getting spade I'm taking as the event A, and ace I'm taking as the event B. So probability of getting spade card, that is nothing but probability of getting spade is equals to probability of A, which is equals to, there are with the spade symbol we have 13 cards out of 52. So that is 13 by 52. Sorry. Then probability of ace card, where I ace getting ace card I'm representing as the event B. So probability of getting event B is 4 by 52. And if you see here, there is a common card between these two events. So with a spade symbol we have one ace card also. So the probability of joint occurrence, that is A intersection B, there is one card. So the probability of A and B joint occurrence is 1 by 52. So using the multiplication law, either probability of getting spade or ace is equals to probability of getting A, that is nothing but spade, plus probability of getting ekka, that is probability of B, minus probability of A and B, that is nothing but probability of getting spade and ace, that is respect to probabilities is 13 by 52 plus 4 by 52 minus 1 by 52, which is equals to 0.2692. And the second question is probability of getting a spade or diamond card we have to get. So as we see in that probability of getting spade, so there are 13 out of 52. So this is the probability of getting spade card, which is 13 by 52. And there is again 13 diamond cards are there. So 13 by 52. So probability of getting diamond is also 13 by 52. Spade also 13 by 52. And you don't find any common card between these two events, because spade symbol consisting with completely unique compared to diamond. So diamond symbol 13 cards are different from the spade cards. So you don't find any intersection. So the probability of intersection will become 0. So probability of A is nothing but probability of getting spade or a diamond is equals to probability of getting spade plus probability of getting diamond using addition theorem. So the probability is 13 by 52 plus 13 by 52, which is equals to 0.5. So here is another example. So the probability that the student passes physics test is 2 by 3, and the probability that he passes both subjects, physics and English, is 14 by 45, and the probability that he pass at least one of the test is 4 by 5. What is the probability that he passes English test? So individual probabilities is provided. So probability of getting pass of physics is 2 by 3. So here A indicates physics. So here in this question, A indicates physics, B indicates English. So probability of A indicates physics, event B indicates English. So probability of passing physics is 2 by 3. Probability of both subjects, physics and English, that is A intersection B, is 14 by 45, and at least one, any one of them, so either English or physics, getting passed is 4 by 5. So using addition theorem, probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. From this question, they are asking what is the probability of getting pass in English subject. So that is nothing but we want only probability of B. So remaining measures is provided. Probability of A union B is given as 4 by 5. Probability of A is given as 2 by 3. Probability of A intersection B is given as 14 by 45. If we substitute, then we are getting the probability of passing in English subject as 4 by 9. There are few more slides in this PPT. I'm going to provide the link for this PPT under the video description. Please go through it for more examples. Thank you.